Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS who as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Ainal. The title of this video is Esau covering for PDF files. Right? And pretty much we're in a time now where the Most High Yahweh is exposing these devils, and revealing all their secrets, and the wickedness that they commit behind closed doors. All right. This is Obadiah 1:6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right. And basically the Most High does it. Right. He put his spirits on his men. Right. He also has poured his spirit out upon all flesh. And people are looking into this devil and the different things that he's doing. And he's being found out to be the wicked, right? The wicked of the earth, right? Who just can't get right, So we have Roblox, which is I would say predominantly a child's game. They have games here, where you can, it's some interesting games too. It's levels to it. Basically, you have a younger children and you grow up or whatnot. So it's like games like that where you can pick a game for whatever you feel like is for your age or whatnot. But I play, I play games sometimes, and I play this before. I haven't played it in a while actually. But I found this video, right? So check this out. Check out what he says.
Okay, guys, Roblox is now sending out lawsuits to anybody that catches child predators on their game. There's a YouTuber named Schlep, and he's been playing Roblox his whole life. And he started making these catch a predator videos when he noticed that all these creepy older men were talking to your kids in the game. And he's already got 6 people arrested. And of course, people appreciated this. They was like, keep up the good work. But Schlep did not know that this would all come to an end after his last catch, because Roblox themselves would reach out and send him a legal cease and desist notice, basically telling him to stop catching predators. And not only that, guys, they banned him from ever playing Roblox again. They banned all of his accounts. They removed.
So you didn't understand what he just said. There's a guy, that was making content where you go on Roblox, and he was doing, and I'm gonna read it, doing basically sting operations, to catch child PDF files. And Roblox messaged him saying cease and desist, stop, and you can't play Roblox. That's what he was doing. He even got individuals arrested. So he was doing good work. So these devils are covering, even everywhere, right? We have the Epstein list. We have these different Amalekite, cosplayers in the land of Israel, right? Pretending to be the Israelites, right? These Edomites covering up for themselves. We had a recent guy, came here to America, him and like 7 other individuals, seeing people's children, I forgot what they did, but hey, we might as well just say they has, they forced themselves on these children because that's all they do, right? So pretty much in that aspect of what was happening, and now he's left. That guy left. He's back in Israel, and the prime minister of Israel, which is his name is Benjamin Netanyahu, right, which we call now the Jew. This devil is covering for, his people, and they're all wicked as hell. And these are the individuals that run your world. All right. So let's read what this says. So I typed in, did Roblox try to sue guy catching child predators? It says AI overview. So this is their God, right? This AI shit is something new. It's not new, right, to us, because we understand that the ancient prophets used the Urim and the Thummim, right, to get information, right, from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And these devils have basically tapped into that type of technology because the Lord allowed them to, right? And that's why the product of these devils are lifted up, because they think they're doing something so spectacular, right? And it is really ancient technology to us, right? And that's why we have our chariots, Well, anyway, I'm just going on a rant a little bit. So I asked this AI, so their God says, yes, Roblox sent a cease and desist letter to and threatened legal action against a YouTuber known as Skelp, who conducts sting operations against alleged child PDF files on the platform. This occurred on August 9th, 2025, and Skelp was also permanently banned from the platform for alleged violations of terms of service. But these individuals, this could be their new recruiting operation platform. You know, we in the recent news in the Epstein's list, you had Donald Trump's golf course was one of those recruiting areas. The Epstein Island was one of those areas, right? And now I guess they're using this Roblox. We should send a cease and desist to the owner of Roblox and completely ban him from the Internet of Things, right? It says Roblox stated that Skelp was and Roblox stated that Skelp and similar groups move users offsite for, PDF files, whatever they do, and normalize this behavior on the platform. They also claim Skelp's actions involve simulating PDF files, engagements, and conversations, sharing personal information and directing users off the platform, basically to a different platform or something like that, right? They even got like apps and things like that. So the system is set up for these devils to, forward their wickedness. And that's why this place got to be destroyed completely, burnt up, right? It's all wicked. It's rotten to the core, right? Like a bad tooth. It says the ban led to controversy and criticism of Roblox, PDF file policies, right? So, it's bullshit and lies, bro.
Them. He can't make new ones, which now has everybody online like, is Roblox defending predators? By the way, guys, I watched his video and there are things happening on Roblox that I didn't even know was going on. For example, right? Now, Roblox has different kinds of worlds, right? But this one right here is called Bathroom Simulator, where they got people of all ages and have.
So with these games, people make the games. Kind of like you got the Doge, right? You got all these little, young Edomite devils working for Doge. These tech smart guys, and they go in there, they could be making these games. I'm not saying Doge like that. I'm just saying, that's how they operate. These young dudes that make these games or whatnot. Who the fuck, Bathroom Simulator? What are you doing?
Naked avatars just doing whatever in there.
It is a predator haven. There are games on Roblox like XYZ Public Bathroom Simulator. Has about 7 million visits, and the whole premise of the game is showering together with kids. That is the whole game. If you join it, you're going to see predators, you're going to see naked avatars, you're going to see people peeing and all this sort of weird stuff. If I was a parent and I saw that, I would be outraged. I would be totally outraged. And parents aren't aware of this, and it's so sad. I get emails from kids daily about all the horrible stuff that they're exposed to.
Now, guys, I'm not saying all of Roblox is like this, but there is this section over here. Imagine the stuff we haven't seen. Now, in this cease and desist,
yeah, even with these bank elites that do these different rituals, right, where they got to, you've seen the movies where they do with the blood and all of this extra stuff and all that. What you think is in the movies for?
Roblox tells Schlep that he is hurting their players, which I would think that he was helping. I feel like he's doing what Roblox should be doing. For some reason, they don't feel the need to moderate more. I'm not sure how they're just letting this stuff pass.
Yeah. Man, what the hell? Let me get this one scripture right here. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Yeah, hey, look, the Israelites, the true Israelites, the hopeful elect, Lord willing, I'm one of those, and the many other prophets out there, starting with the elder apostle Tahar on down. The men of GMS will be the rulers and leaders of this world to put this thing back in order, right? On the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and in due time he will set over one that's profitable, right? Because he set up this devil, the wicked one, right? Which can't learn righteousness. He set this devil up for our punishment. And now everyone's mad. The nations is mad. You have uproars of the people. These PDF files are running all over the place,
Now, Roblox banned Schlep for 3 reasons, right? This is the first one. They said that he was engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations, which, okay, so you're saying because he played as a decoy? Now, the problem with this is that Schlep didn't start these conversations. They did. Schlep was not on the game trying to convince predators to do a crime. If he did, it would be called entrapment. Now, the second reason, right? They said he was sharing or soliciting personal identifiable information, which confused Schlep because the only people that he shared information with was the police. The only other thing that I could think of is that it's because he's showing the whole world who's behind the Predator Roblox accounts. And that's given.
Who owns Roblox? This Edomite right here. It says Roblox is owned probably most likely Amalekite, right, which would be, those cosplayers over there in the land of Israel. It says Roblox is owned by Roblox Corporation, a publicly traded company, which is with its stocks distributed among various institutions. Oh, and by the way, he's worth like $7.5 billion. That's dude most likely is a Jew. This is named David Ball Saka, some shit. It says the co-founder and CEO holds a significant ownership stake and remains the company's central executive leader. Yeah, so America and the whole world pretty much is controlled by these lobbyists, right? And these lobbyists are these Amalekites, which are Edomites, right? Which are pretending and cosplaying to be Israelites, so they call themselves Jewish.
Giving away their information. He's naming out the predators. I can't even really be mad at that. Maybe I guess it puts the person's life in danger. I don't know. The third reason is for directing users to move conversations off platform, which in this situation, they're talking about an app called Discord. It's a popular gamer app that people use to communicate on while playing video games. And this is where a predator can bring their victims. They can have a more intimate conversation. They can have voice calls, FaceTimes. If you look here, it seems like any talk of going off platform is a ban. So I do get this part, especially when child safety issues has been a problem before for Roblox and Discord. Now, I've seen here that Roblox actually allows you to connect your Discord account. So you would think it wouldn't be an issue, but I get it now. Directing people on it, that's cool. But directing people off it, yeah, I can see the issue. But then again, Schlep was taking predators off the app. So what does Roblox want their predators back? Stop. Don't take our predators. Now, Roblox also.
Yeah, it's a hub, for gathering children to do PDF file things. Yeah, so this place is wicked as hell. The man of lawlessness is being revealed on a high level. Just second Destination 2:1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua and by our gathering together unto him. Right, the hopeful elect. It says that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Yahushua is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the self-proclaimed white man, he was always destined to die. Obadiah 1:18 says that he will be burnt by fire and completely, basically obliterated, right? His spirit, the spirits of the Edomites will go back to the Father, Yahweh, and who knows what Yahweh may do with the spirit, put it in, a different nation of people, whatnot, because some of these Edomites, we as Israelites will take them as concubines, and maybe those Edomites come back, into a different body, We'll have to see and wait on that, though. It says, so this devil, though, right? It's a man's world, right? So men run the world, right? And really, truly, the Israelite men run the world. But like I said, the Edomite was set up, to punish us, because we're the individuals that matter, right? That's just the whole cake of it. It says, 2 Thessalonians 2:4, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, right? So this devil, through the pride of his heart, was given this position to punish us, and he thinks is of himself. Let me see. This is Isaiah 10:5. Let me see this NLT. It says, what sorrow awaits Assyria, right? It's talking about America. It's the self-proclaimed white man. It says, the rod of my anger, I use it as a club to express my anger, right? A tool. I'm sending Assyria against a godless nation, against a people with whom I am angry. Assyria will plunder them, trample them like dirt beneath his feet, right? So that's what happened. It says, but the king of Assyria will not understand that he is my tool. His mind does not work that way. His plan is simply to destroy, to cut down nation after nation. So the Edomites, that's why this nigga is about to go to war with Venezuela, right? We got wars and rumors of wars. He's picking fights with everybody. He will say, each of my princes will soon be kings, in which is, it's not the case. It says, so the scriptures talk about, imagine a vain thing. In Psalms chapter 2, it says we destroyed. So, we destroyed Kino just as we did Karshemish. Hamath fell before us as Arpad did, and we destroyed Samaria just as we did Damascus. Yes, we have finished off many a kingdom whose gods were greater than those in Jerusalem and Samaria. So we will defeat Jerusalem and her gods, just as we destroyed Samaria with hers, right? So that's why Yahushua is not going to meet this devil as a man. He's going to come here and show these devils that every word that they said, was a mistake. It says, after the Lord has used the king of Assyria to accomplish his purposes on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, he will turn against the king of Assyria and punish him, for he is proud and arrogant. All right, that's this devil right now. These PDF files. It says he boasts, but my own powerful arm, it says he boasts by my own powerful arm I have done this. With my own shrewd wisdom, I planned it. And these devils think the plan that they have right now is their plan, and we can clearly see that it's right along with Bible prophecy. So, I have broken down the defenses of nations and carried off their treasures. I have knocked down their kings like a bull. I have robbed their nets of riches and gathered up kingdoms as a farmer gathers eggs. No one can, Salakia, says no one can even flap a wing against me or order a peep of protest. It says, but can the axe boast greater power than the person who uses it? Is the saw greater than the person who saws? Can a rod strike unless a hand moves it? Can a wooden cane walk by itself? Right. And this is what comfort for us, knowing that, this devil really has no power. Right. The Most High is letting us know that he's controlling this devil. Right. The self-proclaimed white man. So I was reading something. Right. It says, 25, 2 Thessalonians 2:5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So during the Roman Empire, it was already working, right? And that same devil, these same Edomites are back, right? It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, right? The mouth of his prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, right? Yahweh shall come in and not meet him as a man. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. So this devil was tied directly to Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. So that's the devils, right?
People told him, instead of taking matters into your own hands, you should have been reporting them. Which, by the way, something commonly known to the Roblox community is that reports don't work. This YouTuber made a video about it.
Yeah, marching and this, that, and the third, So anyway, it's Jeremiah 23 and 23. I am a power at hand, said the Lord Yahweh Bashmawashai, and not a God afar off. Right? It says, I am a God at hand, said the Lord Yahweh Bashmawashai, and not a God afar off. Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him? Said the Lord Yahweh Bashmawashai. Do not I fill heaven and earth, said the Lord Yahweh Bashmawashai. Right. So Esau, can't hide himself. Jeremiah 49:10 says, start at 7. Says Jeremiah 49:7, concerning Edom, thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashmawashai, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is there wisdom vanished? Flee ye, yeah, and as you can see, these devils making the wrong decisions. Flee ye, turn back, go deep, for inhabitants of be down. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night they will destroy till they have enough. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide. Isaiah 47, verse 1, NLT, come down ended, O daughter of Babylonia. Never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate. Esau take vengeance against you without pity. Our Redeemer, whose name is the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Shal Heaven's armies, is the Holy One of Israel. It says, O beautiful Babylon, sit now in darkness and silence. Never again will you be known as the Queen of Kingdoms, for I was angry with my chosen people and punished them by letting them fall into your hands. But you, Babylon, showed them no mercy. You oppressed even the elderly. You said, I will reign forever as a queen of the world. You did not reflect on your actions or think about their consequences. Listen to this, you pleasure-loving kingdom, living at ease and feeling secure. You say, I am the only one and there is no other. I will never be a widow or lose my children. Well, both these things will come upon you in a moment, widowhood and age. They even do things with their own children, bro. The scriptures say, to him that's not good to himself, how can he be good to others? So that's these wicked, self-proclaimed white men, right? It says, well, both these things will come upon you in a moment, widowhood and the loss of your children. Yes, these calamities will come upon you despite all your witchcraft and magic. You felt secure in your wickedness. No one sees me, you said, but your wisdom and knowledge have led you astray. And you said, I am the only one and there's no other. So disaster will overtake you and you won't be able to charm it away. And that's the time period we're living in right now. It says calamity will fall upon you and you won't be able to buy your way out. A catastrophe will strike you suddenly, and one for which you are not prepared. Sorry, this devil, they don't have it all together. All right. It says, now use your magical charms, use the spells you have worked at all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you. All the advice you receive has made you tired. Where are all your astrologers, those stargazers who make predictions each month? Let them stand up and save you from what the future holds. But they are like straw burning in a fire. They cannot save themselves from the flame. You will get no help from them at all. Their hearth is no place to sit for warmth. And all your friends, those with whom you've done business since childhood, will go their own ways, turning a deaf ear to your cries. All right, hey, the water Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Shalom to the elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.